Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth and I am here today to talk to you about a book. This book is one that I just happened to see on the shelf at the library and I picked it up and I was like, I'd never heard of it before. It's called Trial by Journal by Kate Kleiss, illustrated by M. Sarah Kleiss. Now you might look at this and think that it's an upper... This is why I don't do videos very often anymore. You might look at it and think, oh, it's illustrated, it's upper elementary chapter book. No, it's about a sixth grader, and it is most definitely a middle grade book. It is about Lily Watson, who is the first juvenile juror on the Missouri court, in a Missouri court. Missouri has passed a law that says if a case has to do with a juvenile, a peer of theirs must be on the jury. And a classmate of hers went missing a year ago, 6 months ago, something like that. They believe he is dead, but the body has never been found, and they are now trying a gentleman for the murder of Perry. And so So Lily has been chosen to be the first juvenile juror in the state of Missouri, and this book is a journal that she's keeping because she'll be missing 6 weeks of school, and because she's going to be in the jury all day, in the courtroom all day, she's not going to be able to really make up a lot of the schoolwork they're doing. So she finds out about a research paper, and this journal is the journal she kept that her teacher read, as well as she's turned it into kind of the research paper over what she's been doing. Now, there are a lot of really fun things in this book. So not only is it a journal, you have this letter at the beginning from her teacher. You have her, and the teacher's name is Mr. Holmes, which I found hilarious. You have this note from the Missouri Circuit judge. You have that stating that this is a journal and a last-minute research paper. So then we have the letter for her summons and her journal entries. And in her journal entries, she's very sassy. And then sometimes you'll see little places where the teacher has written notes. You also have newspaper clippings, pieces of an autobiography by another member of the jury, pieces of artwork by a different member of the jury. You also have notes from the inmate, the man who is on trial. You have things from the lawyers. You have pieces of flyers from around town. You've got, hold on, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it here. We have the transcript for radio conversations about the trial. We've got all sorts of little parts and pieces and notes from different jurors, because this is both her journal, like I said, and a research paper, and she was able to get permission to gather all of these pieces from the different jurors to put it together for her project prior to returning it to the judge. He released it to her for like 2 weeks so that she could put it together and her teacher could look at it. And then she has to take all of it, including her journal, back to the judge for it to be put into the evidence locker. And it's absolutely delightful. And even though I read a ton of middle grade books and I teach students to close read and try to find all the twists and turns, like this, there were a couple of things that I guessed, and then there was a lot that I just went, ooh, that was good. I highly enjoyed it, and I would love for you guys to go pick it up. Like I said, this was published in 2001. I may not have said that. This was published in 2001, and I had never even heard of it prior to picking it up off the shelf at the library a couple of days ago. So, yes, definitely go get it. That is Trial by Journal by Kate Kleiss, K-L-I-S-E, and illustrated by M. Sarah Kleiss.